It's your girl La Queen, and I'm coming back to talk about love. Um, there are a lot of people out there that don't believe in it. They don't believe that there is such thing. I mean, the word love, and the phrase "I love you" have been misused and abused, but it truly does exist. Um, the most important thing, if you want to understand love and know what it feels like, the most important thing that you have to do is love yourself. That's where it all starts. That's where love generates from. It's from you. Um, if you have good parents, then they will show you and instill love inside of you. That's the that's probably the only situation where you will find love outside of yourself is if you have the parents that understand and love themselves. If you have parents that love themselves, then those parents will instill love inside of you. And in that case, you're fortunate and you have no problem. You understand it and you will find it other places. Now, if you were like me and you had bad parents that didn't love themselves and, did everything they could to try to break my self-esteem or your self-esteem down, then it's a little more difficult. It's a little more of a challenge to find love because it wasn't given to you when you deserved it. For me, the journey of finding love took me down a lot of different roads. I was led down a lot of different roads. At one point in time, I was a tad bit promiscuous, and I say that because I've used sex. I started having sex at a really young age, and the reason I started having sex at a young age is because my parents were abusive. My dad was abusing me, and he was the only man in my life. So I felt it was necessary for me to try to look other places for love and look to other guys to love me. And when you're young and when guys are young, they're more open and susceptible to sexual advances. Now, I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm also not saying that it's their fault either. But having sex at a young age and dealing with guys, I felt I saw that I got more of a response from guys whenever I was sexual or whenever I would, dress, sexual, and just being sexual is what got attention from guys for me. And I know a lot of girls out there can understand and relate to this. And so for my teens and in my early 20s, I was feeling though as though that was a way for me to get a guy to like me is to initiate, sex with him. And I'm a little bit older now and a lot wiser. And I'm starting to understand that love doesn't stem from sex, you know. I learned that I must protect myself in every aspect, in every way. And you have to protect yourself in every aspect and in every way. Learn to love yourself. That's where it starts. That's where it's going to stem from. And that is the only way that you will ever find it anywhere else, is if you find it in yourself. If you're making the best way to find love in yourself is to make good decisions. If you're making good decisions, you're going to feel like a good person. And when you feel like a good person, you like yourself. And part of love is also like. You have to like something before you can love it. So make good decisions. Just be a good person in general. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. Even when they're unkind to you, treat them the way that you want to be treated. I mean, we all hear that, but that is a way of living, and that is a way to find love within inside yourself and to find and attract love in the outside world. So make good decisions. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. Think good thoughts. about yourself and about the world that you live in. The only way that you will attract love into your life, the only way that you will feel love within inside yourself is if you think good thoughts about yourself and think good thoughts about the world that you live in. I understand that there are a lot of negative people that can surround you. There are a lot of negative people that exist in the world, but you have to separate those negative people from your actual experience in this world. The world is here to love you and provide for you and give you the things that you want and need. You have to love the world that you live in. If you love the world that you live in, then the world that you live in will love you back. And that is this. This is just from my experiences. I'm a very wise, intelligent young lady. I've been through a lot of different things, and I've overcome a lot. I've overcome a lot of tremendous adversities, and these are the things that help me to overcome these adversities. Making good decisions, treating people the way that I wanted to be treated, thinking good thoughts about myself and the world that I lived in, thinking good thoughts about yourself and the world that you live in. Um, yeah, those are the steps that you would have to take in order to find love within yourself and find and attract love in the outside world. Believe in it because it does exist. The only way, another way is to actually believe in it. If you believe that love exists, then you will attract it into your life. Love is the only thing that truly exists in this world. All the negativity and all the hate that stems from within that person or within that group of people. It doesn't reflect the world that you live in. It doesn't reflect the world that we live in. There are a lot of hateful, negative people in this world, but it doesn't reflect the world that we live in. You have to believe in something other than what you're seeing. You have to believe inside of yourself that there is love in this world and that you can find it for yourself and give it to others. That's another thing. If you want to find love, if you want to find love within inside yourself and attract love outside in the world, you have to give love. It's just like respect. If you want respect, you have to give respect. You have to give before you receive, and that is the bottom line. So if you want love, give love. Give love, and you will receive love in return. Even if you even if you don't receive it from the person that you're giving it to, you'll receive it in other ways. Like I said, the world is a loving place in general. If you believe good thoughts about the world that you live in, you will receive good things from this world that you live in. So it's really a mind state. Love is a state of mind. And just like any other state of mind, hate, anger, frustration, those are all different states of mind. And you have to shift yourself into the state of mind of loving. Be a loving individual. Inspire to be that loving individual. If you never receive the love that you deserve, then love yourself the way that you feel you should have been loved. And that is how you will establish success. That's the way you will establish wealth. That is the way you will establish happiness. Is to believe in love and to give love. So, holla.